Hi, I'm Ken Ransford. Our group talked about education. That issue kept coming up over and over again. How important it is to educate the public, both here and on the eastern slope, about how important it is to keep water in the rivers. And one of the solutions was to get scientists and legislative experts like Kathleen Curry together with some ad people in the same room and have them just talk back and forth until they get a message that we can then give to the public, because these are very wonkish, hard to grasp concepts that we talk about. We've talked that there are public meetings and about water issues that are sparsely attended, and it's just such a complex area, it's hard to get it across to the people. So saying we want to educate them is part of it, but what probably is most important is coming up with a message that is easy to understand and to get across to the people, particularly on the Front Range, and then next to fund that education program. So that was a big issue that we talked about. How do we educate the public about these issues? Another issue we talked about was the real use of water in this state is either for agriculture or for lawns and shrubs, outdoor watering. And on the western slope, it's more agriculture. On the eastern slope, more and more, it's being used for lawns and shrubs. So that if our state population doubles to 10 million people, a lot of that water is going to be used for lawns and shrubs on the Front Range. And so we want to raise awareness that that really is going to be the trade-off. That if are we willing to let our streams become unhealthy and crash in order to have lawns and shrubs in our subdivisions? My own personal opinion is, if you ask the people in the state, they'd say that the stream health was more important. So what we would like is for, starting in this Colorado River Basin, is for the local municipalities here to make it a policy that future subdivisions treat this climate like it's more like Tucson's than like Kentucky's. So we have a lot more xeriscaping, and the local land use planners just make that. That's part of new subdivision approvals here, is that we use a lot less water than we have in the past. Another issue we talked about was the importance of the Shoshone call to the Colorado River Basin. And that benefits everybody in this whole Colorado River Basin, and it's a privately held water right that could be traded away under our system of water rights transfers in the state. So that goes back to our first issue, was making the public aware, but in particular making them aware of just how important this Shoshone call is to the Colorado River Basin, and that it's sacrosanct and off the table. And a last issue we talked about is how important it is to protect the pre-1922 Colorado River Compact water rights from being abandoned, and we want to look into whether legislation can prevent those particular water rights from being abandoned.